Sensei Elijah Harding of Oni Dojo Martial Arts located in Calgary. I wanted to talk today about different training tools and training implements and training aids that we use in the martial arts to help us build skills. And I specifically want to talk about how we can use them maybe a little bit differently in our solo training, depending on what our training goals are for the martial arts to help us get to where we're going a little bit better, a little bit faster, maybe just a little bit more efficiently and effectively. So to kind of give an example for what I'm talking about with that, stuff like filling a punching bag with different material, painting stuff onto a punching bag, using a body opponent bag, things like mukjung, training with different styles of training weapons. So like for the same style of blade or knife, then going through the levels of plastic and dull, plastic and sharp, metal and dull, and then a sharp metal blade to train with in your own solo practice. And reasons why to do that or how to look at it when you're approaching it through training, or at the very least, in my opinion, the way that I do and the way that I've found effective and other people have found effective. So with that, this is really just the intro video, and I want to do all of those different sorts of categories where I'm going to go over those different things. So with those different categorical videos, they'll be coming later, but with it, if you guys have things that you have found super effective, please feel free to share them in the comments below. I really enjoy learning martial arts, and any opportunity for myself and other people to learn is always a great thing. So definitely no ego here about it. I hope this is helpful, but if you guys have other things, or if you want to share yours, please feel free to. I would love that. So with that in mind, let's go about what I do and sort of my background and my thinking behind these things and why I changed them. Or at the very least, maybe this background will help you understand why I made the decisions I did with some of my training. So, background, I both do traditional and modern martial arts. So traditional Japanese Koryu arts, as well as modern sport martial arts, modern self-defense arts, stuff like that. So with that being said, I was also a loss prevention officer, so I've had an opportunity to use quite a few of the skills that I've built over the years in real life-threatening situations, and I've seen what does and doesn't work for myself as well as a few other people. So with that, just to do a quick example, I'd like to talk about a punching bag. So because I come from a very self-defense centric background, and because I'm definitely not focused on the competitive side of things, talking just about how I want to change on the punching bag, just as a sort of a teaser for what the rest of the videos will be like, I want to mention for you guys. So when we talk about a punching bag, what we're really trying to do is hit into something that gives us a bit of feedback on the way that we're striking, and we're trying to build up the rhythm, the flow, the speed, as well as power through hitting and going through our different combinations. We're training a lot of things on a punching bag. It's an extremely useful tool to use. So when we're in our own solo training, we have to think about what we're trying to build as a martial artist. So for myself, I like to build specifically, I'm talking about speed, power, and precision. So with that, when it comes to the punching bag, I'm going to approach it a little bit differently. So right out of the gate, I don't want to wear gloves because I don't do competition. I might want to fill the bag with a different material because I want to condition my hands to be able to take those harder hits. In the beginning, probably a regular punching bag will be enough for most people, but I've been doing this for years. So I'm actually pretty tempted to replace what I have in my punching bag with either pure sand or something like marbles or rocks. But it's quite heavy, so I'd have to make sure that the bag could survive it first. So right out of the gate there, just from changing those two aspects of what's in the bag and what I'm hitting the bag with, my empty hands versus gloves, drastically changes the way that I train on it and what it is I'm trying to train on the piece of equipment. So in my own solo training, if my goal is for that speed, power, and precision, if I can find ways to work towards that, then I'm just better off for it. So just as a sort of light introduction, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and more to follow.